What's going on, beautiful people? This is Max coming to you from the Majestic Lifestyle Coaching Channel, a place where we discuss tips and tricks concerning building a success mindset, entrepreneurship, and social media. We normally post every Monday and Wednesdays, and from time to time, we'll drop various reaction videos with things that are actually going on in the news that pertain to the subject matters that we discuss here on this channel. So if this is your first time tuning in, welcome, glad to have you. Do me a favor, stay a while, get comfortable, have a good time. Hit that subscribe button and become part of the Majestic Lifestyle family. And if you're coming back, or if you're part of the MLC family, you're coming back, welcome back. As I always say, it's always a blessing to see or be able to imagine your beautiful faces and your beautiful smiles. So you already see the topic at hand. You know what's going on. This is actually a follow-up video to the last one that we did. So as we know, Simone Biles ended up coming back for the last competition that was in the gymnast part of the Olympics that she could participate in. It was the balance beam. She came back and she participated. Now, I'm going to give away the first ever Majestic Lifestyle Ego of the Week, okay? It's not going to be every week yet because, I don't have enough for that. But you guys know Charlemagne, right, on The Breakfast Club. He always gives what? Donkey of the Day, right? That's his thing. And Donkey of the Day is a person that really did something bad or whatnot. Well, here on the MLC channel, Majestic Lifestyle Coaching Channel, we have the eagle, right? So someone that flies high, someone that exemplifies the highest level of kind of mindset and character, someone that did something exceptional. Like I said, this is not going to be something on a regular basis yet, but from time to time, I will be dropping some of these. And the first ever recipient is fanfare. Wow, how'd you guess that? Yes, Simone Biles. I want to give a big Eagles Majestic Lifestyle shout out to Simone Biles as Eagle of the Week, right? She was able to go through all that she went through last week. Now, we know not the whole world was against her, but like half, it was kind of split. A lot of people were talking a lot of mess. A lot of people were writing social media. A lot of people were talking about her. And a lot of people just had a lot of negative things to say about her. Now, we found out something else about what she was going through. She also had an aunt that passed away in the midst of the Olympic Games while she was going through all that, okay? So one thing I realized, I kind of touched on this on the last video, but I'm going to expound on this time again. You have people that were comfortable sitting in their home talking about what a person should do, and they're talking about how they're trying to compare it to other great athletes, but this athlete requires you to do splits and turns in the air at high speeds and to be able to know where your body is to land on your 2 feet. How many of y'all that sat home and criticized her, how many of you guys could do that? I'll wait. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, you can't. Stop it. You really can't. You can't do it, right? So she had to endure all that. Now let's step back for a second. We already know that she was the headliner, right? She was the one that's supposed to win the most medals at the Olympics when it comes to gymnastics, right? So there was already that pressure of being number one and having to fulfill that role. Then we know afterwards, we now know that she had an aunt that passed, right? And she was going through something where what actually happened is she was doing, I think she was on a beam or something, but she was doing a kind of a flip. And when she landed, she kind of landed awkwardly, right? It wasn't a perfect land or all right land. And she was deducted some points because of that. And when she landed, she realized something was wrong. When she sat down with her coaches, they talked about it, figured out, they realized that her mind, when she's up there twisting, it wasn't really syncing with her body, and she didn't have awareness of where she really was on how to, land properly. So that's what happened. But on top of that, she was dealing with the death of her aunt and things like that. No matter what, at the end of the day, she was not in the space to be able to compete at that level and to do these things. Now, if we're talking about putt golf, right? Like what most of the critics that were talking about her do, right? If we're talking about snacking on a pizza, if we're talking about driving, your little kids go-kart cart, not the real go-karts, your little, the kids go-kart, yeah, you could do that. You could be going through a whole bunch of things and you could do that. But when it comes to doing this high level of gymnastics, you have to be in sync. So she was able to overcome the fact that there was a lot of pressure on her as being number one. Then she went through that little mental breakdown, right? And then on top of that, she endured all the people that talked bad about her. She went through all that, and then she was able to come back. Most people, like, you talk about people call her weak, and quitters would have gone home at that point. They would have been like, nah, I'm done with this. I'm out of here. But she was able to just come back. Now, she competed on the beams, right? That was the last competition. She did her very best, and she got the bronze medal. Wow. After all that, she still got bronze. Some of y'all haters wouldn't have got, you would have gotten 1,000 silver, no, I'm sorry, 1,000 wood. All right, so the very worst, the wood that's like under a tree in the damp forest, it's kind of wet, it's got a bunch of mold and bugs. Yeah, that's what you would get, right? In other words, I'm not even really trying to attack y'all because I don't believe in giving back that energy, but I'm kind of making fun of it and making light of it. So really what this is about, it's a lesson that we talked about last time. Don't talk about what you don't know. Only wish the person well. You could even say, man, I wish she could compete. I don't know what's going on with her, but I wish her the best. That's it, and keep it moving, right? So a big shout out goes to her, and Ego of the Week goes to Simone Biles for dealing with all she went through, coming back, and still getting a bronze medal while competing with the world's best. Put some respect on that name for that right there. Let's take that into everyday life. All right. So folks, sometimes you're gonna go through it. I've been through it. I'm sure you've been through it. A lot of people on social media just show you the positive. They show you when they get the Lambo. They show you when they get the married. They show you when they have the kids. They show you the trips to the islands and they're sitting on the boat. But they don't show you the failures and all these different things that happen. You need to understand, folks, people go through it. Don't end up feeling bad when you feel broken or you fall or you feel like you can't make it. If you need that sabbatical, like I said before, I talked about that. Take a break. It's okay not to be okay. Take that break and prepare to come back. Let the haters talk. They have nothing better to do. You can't worry about them. Focus on what you're gonna do. Focus how you're gonna come back, and focus on how you're gonna win. There's a video that came back that they showed the place that she went to practice. She would do the things over and over. It was a very secretive place so that people didn't come and bug her, right? That's another gem right there. Find that place where you can go by yourself and really focus and prepare for your bounce back, prepare to come back. Because at the end of the day, it's all on your shoulders. It's all about you. You can't worry about everybody else. You can't worry about everyone else has to say. Because like I said, they're not posting their failures. They're not posting the amount of times they fail, right? So just focus on you. Focus on, if you need that sabbatical, take it. Focus on coming back in spite of what happens, and just give it your best, give it your all. And then you can also be the best that you are. You can be your own GOAT. You can win your own medals in life because everyone has their own race to run. All right, so once again, big shout out to Simone Biles for enduring all of that, coming back, getting bronze, facing the crowd, and doing her best and moving on with her life. So take that example and put it into your life and understand your failures do not define you. All right, peeps, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did, do me a favor, leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts were of the whole Simone Biles situation, how you felt about it, and everything is like that. Do me a favor, also hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 100. So let's build this up, get to 100 subscribers. And that's it for today. I will see you on Wednesday. Or as always, beautiful people, do me a favor, live your best life and live that majestic lifestyle.